He asked me a question about, he wants to be really good at tennis. But what happens is after I play tennis for a while, I want to go play video games. You obviously don't want it bad enough. I became obsessed. I became obsessed with being the baddest that God ever created. Am I that? I don't care. I believe it. And I was trying to tell him, once you become obsessed with something, obsessed, it's okay to be unbalanced for a while. To be the best in the world at what you do, the best at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit of energy and strength that you have to pull it off. Then you get balanced once you become great. Why are you so daggone crazy? Because I'm trying to be the best I can to give you the best that I am. And it takes being obsessed to where people think you're crazy. So I say Roger that a lot. And I say Roger that because what I found out going through training, I've been in every single special ops training, from Delta Force to Rangers to Air Force Special Ops to Navy SEALs. Wherever hard is, let me go there so I can see who David Goggins is. And a lot of people quit because it really does suck. It is so hard and so miserable that it literally questions who you are as a man. So what I found out about people was, what makes a person quit is they overthink a situation in front of them. So in BUDS, SEAL training, the water temperature is very cold. It's the Pacific Ocean. It's freezing. You've been up all day, all night for 70 some hours, 80 some hours. And your mind is saying, why in the world am I doing this? The people who make it through training are the people who just say in their mind, Roger that. So if the instructor were to tell me, hey, David, jump in that water, do a sugar cookie, do 1,000 push-ups, I didn't think about it because it sounds real stupid. You know, you think about it like, you know what, I'm not doing this. I'm going home, taking a hot shower, drinking some coffee, getting a nice donut, and I'm gonna be comfortable. So when you think too much, you become very weak. And thinking is good, but sometimes thinking is bad. So I came up with this slogan of the Roger that mentality. The Roger that mentality, when somebody says do something, you just do it. You don't think about it. You say Roger that. You don't overthink it. And before you know it, that task is done. And you can go on with your life, and you didn't overthink it, and you become very successful. Roger that. I want to be a SEAL. So I did it. Become obsessed with being great.
Learn about your strengths and your weaknesses. Learn about strategy and tactics. Learn about fear and hesitation. Learn about human nature. And learn about yourself. Test yourself. Find out who you are. Find out where fear and hesitation might cause you to back down or to fall short. Learn and understand yourself so you can overcome and conquer the limitations of your natural instincts and replace them with the will and the discipline to overpower and overcome everything in your path. The strength of human will. We see men tested beyond anything we can imagine. And then when they pass that test one time, they get given that test again and then again. And still they overcome. They overcome the pain and the suffering and the fear. And yet we can't get ourselves out of bed in the morning. We can't move toward a goal we've set for ourselves. Don't allow that. Remember what you are capable of if you mobilize your will. And if you keep moving forward, you keep advancing. Remember what you are capable of if you keep attacking and keep attacking and keep attacking and don't stop. Don't stop moving forward, and don't stop attacking, and don't succumb to the suffering and the pain and the fear. Don't succumb, but instead move forward and attack.
My challenges come off of, what am I afraid of? What am I kind of cowering from? What am I looking at saying, Because we all know what it is. It's in the back of your mind. It kind of floats back there. It's like, for some of us, it's as simple as, I don't want to get up and run today. That's what's next. So for me, it's always, what am I not wanting to do? And that's how I continue to grow. Everybody asks me, how in the world did you make it to where you're at today without having a mentor, not having all these great things that people think you need to have? People think you need to have these great parents and money and a great education and great talent of athleticism and all sort of stuff. And I realized, I'm so glad that I didn't leave The Voice, because The Voice led me right to where I'm at today. All you need is a breath of air. I talked to a bunch of people who've been blown up, buddies of mine who have no legs, and everybody wants to know, find your 100%. Whatever it's not my 100%, it's your 100%. Whatever you are, find your 100%. All you need is a breath of air to be great.
Come up with a long-term plan about what you want to do, how you want to do it, where you want to do it. And this might take 1 year or 2 years or 5 years. It might take 5 years to get to where you want to be. That's okay. That's fine. It's actually kind of cool when you're grinding right now, because there's something that you're working towards in the long run. That's actually awesome. So, but you gotta have an exit strategy so that you can get yourself in a position where you actually enjoy doing what you're doing. It's cool to grind, man. That's what we're here to do. You're here doing stuff. When you get that freedom, right, that you worked hard for, it's gonna be so much more worth it. The discipline that you put into place to get to that freedom that you want, it makes that freedom so much more worth it.
All I wanted was money. All I wanted was a nice car, was a nice home. The second I got the money to do it, I realized this is bullshit. What I realized is all I wanted in my life was look at that fucker in that accountability mirror and be proud of. And everything else went away. While you need money to be successful, you need money to live, you need money. Money does buy a form of happiness, because without it, you're miserable. But once I realized it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit for me. Achievement, reaching goals, accomplishing things that I thought were impossible to accomplish. Because while I don't smile all the time, there's this feeling inside of me that very few people have. Very few people have. Because when you come from where I came from, nothing, and you make something out of nothing, the feeling stays with you all day long. And it allows you to be who you want to be in front of anybody. A lot of times I'll be in a 200-mile run or something like that, and I'm all jacked up. Body's broken, mind's broken, spirit's broken. I started to say, what if I can pull this off? When I first walked into the Navy SEAL recruiter's office, he looked at me and said, there's only been 35 African Americans in 70 years make it through. You know what I said to myself? What if I can be the 36th? It's the what if I can pull off a fucking miracle. What if I can become someone that no one thinks I can be? And just me talking about that, I have the hair going up on my arms because it makes me just like, what if?